7362 is on approach. Lion Enter 7362 cleared to land runway 09er.
Indonesia 3077 cleared for pushback. Bali ground Indonesia 3077 ready to taxi. Indonesia 3077 taxi to runway 09er.
Bali ground Lion Enter 7362 requesting taxi to the gates.
Bali Tower Indonesia 3077 ready for takeoff runway 09er. Indonesia 3077 cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Lion Enter 7362 taxi to gate 08.
Indonesia 6465 cleared for pushback. Bali ground Indonesia 6465 ready to taxi.
Bali Tower, good afternoon. Indonesia 90450 is on approach. Indonesia 90450 cleared to land runway 09er.
Indonesia 6465 taxi to runway 09er.
Bali Tower, good afternoon. Indonesia 88908 is on approach. Indonesia 88908 cleared to land runway 09er.
Bali clearance, good afternoon. Indonesia 8813 ready for pushback at 06.
Bali Tower Indonesia 6465 ready for takeoff runway 09er.
Indonesia 8813 cleared for pushback.
Indonesia 6465 land up and wait runway 09er. Indonesia 6465 cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Indonesia 8813 taxi to runway 09er.
Bali ground Indonesia 90450 requesting taxi to the gates. Indonesia 90450 taxi to gate 06.
Bali ground Indonesia 8898 requesting taxi to the gates. Indonesia 8898 taxi to gate 07.
Indonesia 8813 cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Bali clearance, good afternoon. Super Green 67901 ready for pushback at 05. Super Green 679er1 cleared for pushback.
Bali Tower, good afternoon. Indonesia 2268 is on approach. Indonesia 2268 cleared to land runway 09er.
Bali ground, Super Green 679er1 ready to taxi. Super Green 679er1 taxi to runway 09er. Bali Tower, good afternoon. Super Green 5108 is on approach. Super Green 5108 cleared to land runway 09er.
Bali clearance, good afternoon. Line enter 5335 ready for pushback at 01. Line enter 5335 cleared for pushback.
Bali Tower, Super Green 679er1 ready for takeoff runway 09er. Super Green 679er1 line up and wait runway 09er.
Bali ground, line enter 5335 ready to taxi.
Super Green 679er1 cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Line enter 5335 taxi to runway 09er.
Bali ground, Indonesia 2268 requesting taxi to the gates. Indonesia 2268 taxi to gate 01.
Bali ground, Super Green 5108 requesting taxi to the gates. Super Green 5108 taxi to gate 05.
Bali clearance, good afternoon. Line enter 2967 ready for pushback at 03.
Bali Tower, line enter 5335 ready for takeoff runway 09er. Line enter 5335 cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Bali clearance, good afternoon. Saudia 3321 ready for pushback at 16.
Line enter 2967 cleared for pushback.
Saudia 3321 cleared for pushback.
Bali ground, line enter 2967 ready to taxi.
Bali ground, Saudia 3321 ready to taxi.
Line enter 2967 taxi to runway 09er.
Bali clearance, good afternoon. Super Green 7205 ready for pushback at 17.
Saudia 3321 taxi to runway 09er.
Super Green 7205 cleared for pushback.
Bali Tower, good afternoon. Lion Inter 5320 is on approach. Lion Inter 5320 cleared to land runway 09er.
Bali ground, Super Green 7205 ready to taxi. Super Green 7205 taxi to runway 09er.
Bali Tower, Lion Inter 29er 67, ready for takeoff runway 09er. Lion Inter 29er 67, cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Bali Tower, good afternoon, Indonesia 9320 is on approach. Indonesia 9320 cleared to land runway 09er.
Bali clearance, good afternoon, Lion Enter 349er5, ready for pushback at 02.
Saudia 3321, line up and wait runway 09er. Saudia 3321, cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Bali ground, Lion Inter 5320, requesting taxi to the gates. Lion Inter 5320, taxi to gate 03.
Bali Tower, Super Green 7205, ready for takeoff runway 09er.
Lion Inter 3740, cleared to land runway 09er.
Super Green 7205, line up and wait runway 09er. Super Green 7205, cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Bali clearance, good afternoon, Thai 6223, ready for pushback at 14.
Lion Enter 349er5, cleared for pushback.
Thai 6223, cleared for pushback. Bali ground, Indonesia 9320, requesting taxi to the gates. Bali Tower, good afternoon, Lufthansa 7064 is on approach. Indonesia 9320, taxi to gate 16.
Bali ground, Lion Enter 349er5, ready to taxi.
Bali ground, Thai 6223, ready to taxi.
Lion Enter 349er5, taxi to runway 09er.
Lufthansa 7064, cleared to land runway 09er. Thai 6223, taxi to runway 09er.
Bali Tower, good afternoon. Saudia 7082 is on approach. Saudia 7082, clear to land runway 09er.
Bali ground, Lion Inter 3740, requesting taxi to the gates. Lion Inter 3740, taxi to gate 02.
Bali clearance, good afternoon, Lufthansa 4515, ready for pushback at 12. Bali Tower, Lion Enter 349er5, ready for takeoff runway 09er.
Bali ground, Lufthansa 7064, requesting taxi to the gates. Bali Tower, good afternoon, Asiana 8190 is on approach.
Lufthansa 4515, cleared for pushback.
Lufthansa 7064, taxi to gate 17. Asiana 8190, cleared to land runway 09er.
Bali clearance, Lion Inter 7363, ready for pushback at 08.
Lion Enter 349er5, line up and wait runway 09er. Lion Enter 349er5 cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Bali clearance. Good afternoon. Lufthansa 9023 ready for pushback at 10.
Lufthansa 4515 taxi to runway 09er.
Bali Tower, good afternoon. Singapore 8838 is on approach. Bali Tower, Thai 6223, ready for takeoff runway 09er.
Saudia 7082 taxi to gate 14.
Lion Enter 7363 cleared for pushback.
Singapore 8838, cleared to land runway 09er.
Bali ground. Lion Enter 7363 ready to taxi.
Thai 6223, cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Lion Enter 7363 taxi to runway 09er.
Bali ground. Asiana 8190, requesting taxi to the gates.
Lufthansa 9023 cleared for pushback.
Asiana 8190, taxi to gate 12.
Bali Tower, good afternoon. Indonesia 7470 is on approach. Indonesia 7470 cleared to land runway 09er.
Bali Tower, Lufthansa 4515 ready for takeoff runway 09er. Lufthansa 4515 line up and wait runway 09er. Lufthansa 4515 cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Lufthansa 9023 taxi to runway 09er.
Indonesia 5327 cleared for pushback.
Bali ground. Singapore 8838, requesting taxi to the gates.
Bali Tower. Lion Enter 7363 ready for takeoff runway 09er.
Singapore 8838, taxi to gate 10.
Bali ground. Indonesia 5327 ready to taxi.
Bali clearance. Indonesia 9451 ready for pushback at 06.
Indonesia 5327 taxi to runway 09er.
Lion Enter 7363 line up and wait runway 09er. Lion Enter 7363 cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Indonesia 90451 cleared for pushback.
Bali ground. Indonesia 7470 requesting taxi to the gates.
Bali Tower, good afternoon. Super Green 3160 is on approach.
Bali Tower. Lufthansa 9023 ready for takeoff runway 09er. Lufthansa 9023 line up and wait runway 09er.
Super Green 3160, cleared to land runway 09er.
Bali clearance. Indonesia 8899 ready for pushback at 07.
Indonesia 7470 taxi to gate 64.
Lufthansa 9023 cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Indonesia 90451 taxi to runway 09er.
Indonesia 5327 cleared for takeoff runway 09er.
Bali Tower, good afternoon. Lion Enter 6744 is on approach. Lion Enter 6744 cleared to land runway 09er.
Indonesia 8899 cleared for pushback.
Bali Tower, Indonesia 90451 ready for takeoff runway 09er.
Bali ground. Super Green 3160, requesting taxi to the gates.
Indonesia 90451 line up and wait runway 09er.
Bali ground. Indonesia 8899 ready to taxi.
Super Green 3160, taxi to gate 06.
Indonesia 8899 taxi to runway 09er.
Indonesia 90451 cleared for takeoff runway 09er.